Welcome back to Fight Network. Cody Saftik alongside the one and only Robin Black. Robin, this Saturday we've got fights coming up. It's the TUF 24 finale. 24, yes. There's been that many seasons of The Ultimate Fighter.
Plus, then there's this country versus this country.
Oh my God, you're so right. TUF China, TUF Latin
yeah.
America. We had Canada versus Australia. The list goes on and on and on.
England versus Australia.
This one, surprisingly, we don't even have the headliner on yet as of late. You're going to have to wait till Wednesday.
We know.
And Demetrius Johnson will be taking either the winner of Hiromasa Agikubo or Tim Elliott. But for the time being, we do know one fight that is guaranteed to be on the card will be Henry Cejudo taking on Joseph Benavidez. Henry Cejudo, one of the best guys in the world, especially at 125 pounds. The guy's all about gold, not necessarily in the UFC, but an Olympic gold medalist. Flip side to that, you go with Joseph Benavidez. 4 losses in his professional career. 2 to Demetrius Johnson, 2 to Dominic Cruz. Yeah. This man is nearly perfect as a mixed martial artist. But he himself has now lost to Demetrius Johnson twice, got blown out the last time. Cejudo fought him, got blown out. These are the 2 best guys in the division, but is there any title implication here?
The thing about it is Joseph Benavidez is the second best 125-pounder in the world. So if you're Demetrius Johnson and Demetrius and Matt Hume, when they have their say, they want to grow as martial artists. They're searching for perfection, which is impossible, but you must search for it. And that keeps you striving and getting better and better. And the fight that will make Demetrius Johnson better of the 2 is fighting Joseph Benavidez again, because Benavidez gets better. Those losses made him better. You pointed it out. Those are 2 of the very, 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 very best fighters in the world right now, and arguably ever. Yep. Demetrius Johnson and Dominic Cruz.
I agree, man.
So he is right there. This is a much harder fight for Henry. When you look at when Henry went to fight Demetrius, his answer, quite rightly, and if you were, close to him, you would look at this and go, okay, this is the way we approach it, was we're gonna make simple choices against Demetrius, because you're not gonna beat him with complexity, so you're gonna try to beat him with simplicity. But that didn't work. In fact, they were in 2 completely different categories. I think if he goes with Benavidez, has he improved those things? Like, when you can wrestle anybody in the world and you learn to throw powerful combinations, that's really cool, but that's not high-level mixed martial arts. It can beat a lot of guys because the wrestling's so good and you're so mentally tough. But against the top guys in the world, I don't think it's there. He will have to have improved so much to beat Benavidez, and I don't know that there's a ton of evidence that he has. Most of the reputation you hear from 3 or 4 of the fighters there is they were so much more impressed with Benavidez.
Now, it was a fight that was so great, but just didn't have a whole lot of hype behind it. People weren't necessarily talking about it and getting behind it. But they put it on The Ultimate Fighter as, so to speak, we'll put 2 guys, we'll let them coach. They'll have some of the best flyweights in the world that are unsigned to the UFC to draw up some interest. Now, as the fight actually does draw near, is that interest there, or has the TUF formula proven to be broken and not necessarily as good as it once was?
I don't watch it. And
you're a hardcore fan,
and I'm
by
a
the way.
hardcore fan, but this is a reflection of the business. It's like if I have 16 hours in a day to watch fights, and I could choose that hour and the reading and stuff around it and make it 2 hours, or I could spend those 2 hours deeply analyzing Demetrius Johnson. Or any of the hundreds of thousands of hours of fights that are out there. So once you get to the point that the television show is competing with fights itself for time and mind share, it's a challenge. It has to be mind-blowing. I think its value in theory is that there will be some people who like reality shows. They watch Ink Master, or they watch Skin Wars, which is actually a really good show, and they body paint each other. It's quite good, actually. People who like that will go in and go watch that type of show and then be exposed to fighting. And I think if there's enough of those people left, the show is still valuable. But if it's trying to get through to me, when I have Fight Pass, and I'm like, well, I could watch this show for an hour, or I could watch every Josh Barnett fight ever.
Oh, yeah, man. It's a tough call.
It's a tough call.
Final question for you. We don't know for sure who the contender is going to be, who's going to fight Demetrius Johnson, but if this fight airs on the Wednesday, the last episode of the show, now the fight's on the Saturday, that gives you no time to promote it. As we talked about, the 2 best contenders are guys that have already lost to Demetrius Johnson.
Yeah.
As a mixed martial artist, he doesn't owe nobody nothing. He does not have to move up a weight class. But as a mixed martial artist, we see some of the greats. A guy like Jose Aldo, when he did at the time blow through 45, he wanted to move up. John Jones, looking like he's going to blow through it, wants to move up. We've seen Conor McGregor, didn't ever blow out the divisions, but just wanted to move up. Is that something Demetrius Johnson, we've seen him fight at 35 in the past. As he gets older, is it my legacy will be I was the greatest 125-pound fighter, or do you think for interest's sake he moves up after this?
So correct me if I'm wrong. He lost to Brad Pickett and Dominic Cruz.
Correct.
Brad Pickett probably will retire with Uriah. Maybe not, but where do you go from there? You know, you're getting older. You've got this beautiful, wonderful celebration of a fight. Maybe he'll fight a little bit more, but he has lost more than he's won in the last few years. That's not there for Demetrius. The loss to avenge is Dominic Cruz. And he wants to make some good money. He's one of the best, if not the best, martial artists in the world. And because 2016, 2017, we know more than we've ever known, there is a real argument that he's one of the best martial artists that's ever walked the earth. That's the truth. That is, you know, if you examine what it means to evolve through fighting, through eras, how much is learned, a Fight Pass guy now can often beat Royce Gracie from UFC.
I agree, yes. Evolution.
Where it goes, there's an argument that he is among the best people best fighters that have ever lived. So, you know, one, he wants to keep getting better and push it further, but two, the guy's got a family and he wants to get paid. And the Dom fight pays him, and it's a chance to avenge a loss. And I think he'd want that. He's saying $2 million. I'm sure you start at $2 million. If they come back at $1 million, you say, let's do it.
Well, you know what? It's a fantastic card. You do have the title fight, obviously. You have the Joseph Benavidez versus Henry Cejudo fight. But I just want to know, and leave a comment down in the comment section here. What's the interest level like? We got Titan FC on Friday, Bellator on Friday, Bellator again on Saturday, as well as this UFC card. So what's the interest like, and what do you guys think is going to happen between Henry Cejudo versus Joseph Benavidez, the coaches of TUF 24?